Welcome back to ZNGP today. The Ducati Lenovo Team has landed at the Sachsenring for Round 10 of the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. Fresh off back-to-back maximum point weekends at Mugello and Assen, Marc Márquez arrives buoyant but clear-sighted. This German circuit, with its 10 left-handers, plays to his strengths. Meanwhile, Pecco Bagnaia looks to build on his recent podium and iron out lingering front-end doubts. Here's how both factory riders are gearing up. 2021 World Champion Fabio Quartararo is laying it all on the line. Frustrated with Yamaha's inconsistency and lack of competitiveness in 2025, the Frenchman is putting maximum pressure on the team's shoulders, demanding immediate progress, both for performance and for his mental well-being. As rumors of a full Yamaha reset with a V4 engine gain momentum. Amid headlines of financial turmoil, KTM's fate in the MotoGP paddock has been cast into doubt. With nearly €3 billion in debt, factory closures, layoffs, and a November 2024 bankruptcy filing, followed by a 70% debt write-down, many feared the Orange Brigade might pull the plug on its racing activities. But thanks to a controlling stake acquired by Bajaj Auto, KTM's motorsport programs, including MotoGP, are here to stay. Aprilia's long-awaited comeback rider Jorge Martin is back on track at Misano 3 months after his violent crash in Qatar. The Spaniard, who suffered multiple rib fractures, has completed his first laps aboard the RSGP25 in a pivotal test aiming to gauge his fitness and ergonomics. Provided today's runs go smoothly, Martin could be in contention for a return at Brno in just over a week. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Marc Márquez's form has been unerringly consistent, 37 points from the last 2 rounds, and the Sachsenring offers a genuine chance to push even harder. After mastering tracks that didn't naturally suit his style, he's ready for a weekend of full-throttle aggression. It will be a clearly more aggressive weekend. Here at Sachsenring the story is a little different. This track suits my riding well and that's something we have to take advantage of. Marquez's statement. With 8 previous wins here, albeit not on a Ducati, Marc knows when to lean into his trademark late braking and pivot-style corner entries. The Ducati Lenovo crew will be working to unlock even more agility from the GP25's chassis to match his bravado. Pecco Bagnaia took another step forward at Assen, particularly in race distance, but his Saturday sprint remains problematic. At the Sachsenring, he's looking to translate his long-run improvements into a stronger start. We made another step forward at Assen. I got off to a very strong start, and had a good first part of the race. Then I started to lose confidence in the front end. Bagnaia's statement. Bagnaia's struggle with front-end grip has been the season's persistent bugbear. This weekend, the focus will be on refining suspension setup and tire warm-up routines to preserve his hard-earned confidence beyond the opening laps. The Sachsenring's 10 consecutive left turns demand a balance of chassis flex and rider weight shift finesse, areas where Marquez excels, and where Ducati's engineers must optimize brake geometry and swing arm characteristics. Brake feel, tire degradation, and mid-corner stability will dominate free practice discussions. Ducati's technical squad will test multiple brake disc sizes and swing arm stiffnesses to find the sweet spot for both riders. Heading into Germany, Marquez leads the standings on 307 points, a commanding margin that allows him to balance outright pace with tactical risk management. Bagnaia, on 181 points, must claw back ground without overcooking his starts. With a near 125-point buffer, Marquez can afford to play the long game, benchmarked by aggressive bursts in qualifying and strategic tire preservation in the race. For Bagnaia, every top 5 finish is vital to maintain title contention. The Sachsenring weekend promises a study in contrasts. Marc Márquez, daring and unleashed, ready to attack his favorite venue. Pecco Bagnaia, methodical and evolving, seeking the key to Saturday's speed. As Ducati's GP25 machinery hits its left-hand sweet spot, all eyes will be on whether their factory duo can convert raw talent into German GP glory. After a nightmare start to the season followed by glimmers of hope, pole positions, a podium, Quartararo remains mired in inconsistency. He opened up about the emotional toll this has taken. The first races were a disaster, then we got a pole, a podium, some good races started. But patience only goes so far. Quartararo's statement. From technical issues at Le Mans to lack of race rhythm at Silverstone, Quartararo's mood has oscillated as wildly as his results. With his title-winning M1 a distant memory, Quartararo is no longer willing to wait for progress, he demands it now. The rider known as El Diablo has been candid. It's time for Yamaha to show proof, not promises. That's why I put a lot of pressure on them. I don't have more time. I need the victory project now, for my mental health. If Max stays at Yamaha next year, they owe him a lot. He changed my mind. But now he has a job to do. The trust Quartararo places in Yamaha's new technical director, Max Bartolini, is evident, but conditional. A full reboot with a V4 engine is in the pipeline for 2026, and Quartararo makes it clear. The M1 has reached its limit. I want to see facts, not words. Despite his loyalty to Yamaha, Quartararo admits that his confidence is at zero in 2025. While positive test feedback exists, it's not enough. Until I'm on the bike, I want to feel the potential. Maybe we can test it by mid-September, or in Valencia. That V4 machine can't come soon enough. The number 20 rider is clinging to the hope that Yamaha's incoming prototype will finally allow him to enjoy racing again, something he says has been missing for years. Regardless of where he finishes, Quartararo takes solace in his effort level. Experience has taught him to focus on what's in his control. In some races, 100% means P2, P5, or P10. At least I know I gave it all. That makes me feel better. Maturity has shifted Fabio's internal compass. It's not just about results, it's about knowing he left nothing on the table. But it's also clear, if Yamaha doesn't deliver soon, he may seek that fulfillment elsewhere. Quartararo now sees his Yamaha journey with clearer eyes. From his rookie frustrations to his current self-belief, the Frenchman is resolute. Especially that first year, I wasn't enjoying anything. But now, I understand more. I ride in a better way. I'm the best version of myself right now. Quartararo's evolution is striking, mentally and technically. But to convert that into results, he needs Yamaha to meet him at his level. If they fail, it won't be for his lack of trying. Fabio Quartararo has drawn the line in the sand. Either Yamaha delivers a winning machine by 2026, or his patience and partnership may finally run out. Until then, he'll keep pushing, both on the track and behind closed doors, to reignite the victory project that once made him a world champion. Indian media outlet Bike India reported that Bajaj Auto, now KTM's majority shareholder, will maintain the manufacturer's full racing portfolio, from MotoGP to Dakar and motocross, despite KTM's recent fiscal upheaval. Bajaj Auto has confirmed that the KTM Sports division will continue to exist. The division covers the entire range of motorsports activities, from KTM factory racing MotoGP to Dakar and motocross. Bike India statement. This endorsement signals Bajaj's commitment to sport, ensuring that KTM's 7-year MotoGP project, marked by 2 race wins and a growing young rider roster, remains a corporate priority despite the broader restructuring. KTM's crash into crisis saw revenue plummet and stockpiles swell. The November 2024 bankruptcy filing led to negotiations cutting 70% of its debt. However, 2025 brought a lifeline: Bajaj Auto's incremental acquisition, set to complete by 2026, secured KTM's industrial and racing future. Bajaj's progressive takeover not only stabilizes KTM's balance sheet, but also provides the cash flow needed to fund development of the RC16 MotoGP machine and support its satellite and factory riders. Financial stability aside, KTM's on-track fortunes remain mixed. Rookie Pedro Acosta and veteran Maverick Vinales have shown flashes of brilliance but lack consistent machinery upgrades, fueling speculation that Acosta may jump ship to VR46 Ducati if KTM's development gridlock persists. The RC16's performance ceiling has left both riders yearning for pace. KTM's technical department must now reaffirm its commitment, or risk losing its star prodigy to rival constructors. Maintaining a 4-bike factory presence in MotoGP will require significant investment. Bajaj's support must translate into accelerated R&D, aerodynamic refinements, and engine evolution to keep KTM competitive against factory Ducatis and Hondas. With grid regulations shifting in 2027, KTM and Bajaj will need a clear roadmap, balancing cost controls with innovation, to protect both brand prestige and championship aspirations. In the face of near-terminal financial distress, KTM's MotoGP program has found an unexpected savior in Bajaj Auto. The confirmation that the sports division will survive offers relief to staff and fans alike, but the real test lies on the racetrack. As Acosta and Vinales demand upgrades, KTM must now deliver performance gains to match its newfound fiscal security, ensuring that KTM Orange remains a fixture on the MotoGP grid for years to come. Martin took to the Misano asphalt shortly before 11 a.m. under 22 degrees Celsius air and 36 degrees Celsius track temperatures, ideal conditions for a rider rebuilding confidence. Under MotoGP's new injured rider protocol, he ran 3 regulated tire sets to assess grip, seating position, and control inputs. The goal of the day is for Jorge to get back on a MotoGP bike and to test its ergonomics, considering the few kilometers he's ridden on the bike. Aprilia statement. For Martin, these initial runs are as much about mental reset as physical readiness. Every corner, braking zone and throttle application provides critical data for engineers to adapt the RSGP25 to his recovering body. Despite being ruled out of this weekend's Sachsenring round, Martin earned praise from MotoGP medical director Dr. Angel Chart for his significant improvement in rib healing. Current assessments suggest a 2-week window to full fitness, just in time for the Czech Republic GP. There's been significant improvement in Martin's rib injuries. We expect a 2-week time frame for full healing. Dr. Angel Chart. With Brno's scheduled for July 18th to 20th, Aprilia has penciled Martin's competitive return into the end-of-weekend rider list, pending final medical sign-off after the Misano shakedown. Aprilia confirmed Misano's session is the final step before Martin can leap back into full race mode. The focus now shifts to whether he can endure back-to-back days of high-speed running and data-intensive feedback sessions. Bridging Misano to Brno means adapting from a handful of controlled laps to 3-day GP weekends, free practice, qualifying, sprint and feature races. His Aprilia crew will be watching every heart rate spike and telemetry line for signs of readiness. Martin's return is a lifeline for Aprilia's 2025 campaign, which has seen the number 89 star sideline since round 1. His presence could immediately bolster the factory squad's peak performance and strategic development through the summer break. If Martin seamlessly transitions into the Brno weekend, Aprilia can re-enter the title fray with renewed momentum. For now, all eyes remain on Misano, and the definitive green light that could send the Spaniard roaring back to the front of the grid. Jorge Martin's Misano test is more than a few laps. It marks the catalyst for Aprilia's summer resurgence. Should he secure medical clearance, his Brno comeback will be one of the season's most anticipated returns, offering a storyline of triumph over injury and a renewed chapter in his premier class career. Thanks for watching ZNGP today, and this is your MotoGP news update. And see you next time!